A lot of people are thinking about losing weight and using different strategies to lose weight. And one of the strategies people are considering is using keto. So, if you think about it, people want to use keto to lose weight, and they've heard about how simple and effective it is. I'm not here to say that don't use keto or use carnivore or use vegan, or like, I'm not here to disintegrate what you want or the approach you want to go to. But one thing I'll say is that ketogenic diet or the carnivore diet is much more, in my opinion, very good for people who actually have very bad metabolic health, especially individuals who are highly insulin resistant. I prescribe it for my clients, for people who want to use it, because what happens is that if you are actually very insulin resistant, it means that your ability to process carbohydrates, which actually turns into sugar after digestion for absorption, is very bad. So you become insulin resistant, you can't properly sequester blood sugar very well, probably into your muscles and other parts of your body. So then it becomes a big challenge for you to do that. Using keto will then now help you to teach your body to use fat as a fuel source instead of glucose as a fuel source. And in so doing, you give your pancreas some time to relax and then be able to readjust, and then you are able to lower the amount of excess blood sugars you have, the insulin resistant state your pancreas and your beta cells find themselves in. It helps them to ease up. In so doing, with time, you feel better and you are able to get your body back into metabolic healthy state where now you can function properly. So I will say that if you are looking at losing weight, you should consider where you are metabolically if you are deciding to use an approach like ketogenic or carnivore, where you are focusing on protein and fats as a fuel source, using nutritional ketosis as a way to lose weight. It will be very good if you do it from that angle. But if you are someone who is already metabolically healthy, then I would say rather having a wholesome diet to help you lose the weight is going to be in your best interest, because now you already don't have insulin problems. You can deal with complex starches, you can deal with them, you can actually help break them down and use them as fuel source. That's going to help you through your journey. So for people who want to use keto as a means of a dieting approach, you should always consider what metabolic states do you find yourself. If you are not metabolically healthy, then I'll say it will be a good option to get yourself using keto as a means to break down your fat and also your metabolic state so that you can reverse some of these problems. But if you're already a healthy individual, then it's a good approach. So if you're looking at losing some weight and you have some 40 kilos to lose, or it depends on where you find yourself, maybe you are about excess of 250 pounds, and then you're looking at maybe coming down to like the 190s, 180s, depending on where you want to hit your weight loss goal. Consider a lot of factors before you even decide a diet approach that you want to use, because just going into any diet, for me, is a tool. Any dieting approach is a tool, and you need to learn how to use it. Now, after even doing the keto, if you want to come out of those ketogenic states, which you can't be there for long, you have to come back. There are strategies that you can use to help yourself gradually dial yourself back, to teach your body how to use complex carbohydrates to run your body and as a fuel source. So this video is just a way to advise you that dieting, any dieting approach, is a tool that you can use for yourself, regardless of wherever you find yourself. And in using those tools, you need to look at so many factors before you pick up a tool. So it's like going to the farm. Based on what you want to do on the farm at each particular point in time will determine the tool you are going to use. If you are fixing a car, you use screwdrivers for specific purposes, you use spiners for specific purposes. It depends on what you want at each particular point in time, and then you use that as a tool to help you achieve that goal. So, any approach you decide to choose should be based on the factors you are looking at. So, I am not going to say that dieting, nutrition, health, wellness is a one size shoe fits all. It is always best to look at the individual you're dealing with, the approach you want to take based on whatever factors a person faces, and then you prescribe that factors for them. Some people might work well with fasting, some people might work well with uh, caloric restriction, time restricted feeding, some people long fasting, some people calorie in, calorie out, where you're measuring your calories, like going the bodybuilder style, where you do more carbs, less fat. The ketogenic lifestyle, we do more protein, fats, and less carbohydrate. There are so many ways to skin the cat. It depends on the factors you are considering to skin the cat. So think about it. Try to consider the approach you want to take before you do that. And if you're not metabolically healthy, then I would say keto is the best tool for you to use, because you are going to benefit from it intensively. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. And if you need help designing a program, designing some strategies that you can use to help deal with your issues, whether you're diabetic, hypertensive, you have kidney disease, or anything, I can help you design those things with supplements as well to help you achieve those goals. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.